Here we go. For you console fans out there, you hardcore old school gamers, this is the Odyssey 2. I'm going to show you quickly the size of the box. Is about 19 by, let's say about 15 and a half. And I think he is, what, about 7 inches deep. So a fairly big console, at least by today's standards, by, well, not even. It's actually about right on par with some of today's. Maybe even smaller than 1 or 2 once we crack it open and we see inside. I want to show you the box first. The box has some wear. It's from 1978. So, has about the same amount of wear that I do. See this amount, this little, whatever that is right there, where it caught on something and stayed that way for the next 40 years. You can see this crease going through it right here. Ooh, a split on the box. I don't even think that's a real split. I think that's where the glue came undone. Probably makes sense. And that happens. Sometimes the glue will dry out. Looks like the same happened right here, and then you end up with, oh, that's not a, yeah, because that's, what am I talking about? That's the crease. All right. And then let's show you the back. Yeah, so that's not supposed to be doing exactly what it's supposed to. Look at that! That's fun! Can't see what that says. It might say Boscov's, but I love the old price tags on anything. Once you get into 30, 40, 50-year-old toys and games, I love that. That's on there. A nice little bit of provenance right there. Shows what you can expect in here. One of the features I loved was these overlays that you could put on. The crypto logic, which was basically it's a computer and a console, and also it shows these, but we'll notice something as we open it up. So check out the box, the back of it. You can see these photos in the catalog. You can stop and pause right there and look at it and read all of that to your heart's content. But I want to get into what we're actually looking at right here. So, man, it's got the paperwork, so that's fun. You can see here's the extended warranty. I suspect if you send it in right now, you probably will not. The extended warranty. The fact that the warranty was $25 back in 1978 gives you an idea of the original cost of this relative to average income back then. I'm going to take this out. So, 1, it doesn't seem to have the styrofoam, and 2, from other ones that we've gotten in from consigners, this does not look like the original styrofoam. So what we might do is wrap this for you in some plastic, some bubble wrap to keep it safe inside this box, and then do the same with the big box to ship it out to you. We'll keep this in there because, oh, I'm wrong. That is the original. Yeah, looking at it this side, that is the original styrofoam. It seems to be, it was just backwards, and it seems to be missing the other styrofoam. So we will definitely include it, and I know what this is too. I just saw this at the bottom of the box. I know exactly what that's to, and we'll include that as well. I'll show you in 1 minute. So, we'll move the box out of the way. Turn this facing me so I can explain it better. And I am wrong. In a different one that we got, it had the silver version of the, not the black version. I like this one much better. These joysticks with the silver and black, and these seem to be just a terrible mess. These all over the place. So let's, is this the earlier where they're still attached? Yes. Yeah. So we'll move that one there so it's out of the way. We'll move this one likewise out of the way. And the first things we want to point out is that no damage to the wires. But I suspect, there it is. Yep. I suspect that was missing this piece. We've got enough of these before that recognize that. Put it right in there for you. That's how you would clean that out. Perhaps repair if necessary. Speaking of repair, I will address this in one moment. That definitely needs some repair. And let's try to detangle this. Perhaps I should have opened that up and did this beforehand, but I like to be excited by these things just like you. I like to have that unboxing moment just as you get it. And it gives me the opportunity to go through this entire cord, and in the process of this entire cord, I've noticed that it does not have any wear, it doesn't have any splicing, it doesn't have any tears. For a 78, nope, from a 1978 cord, that's pretty impressive. However, check this out. We don't tell you how to collect, we don't tell you what to collect. I am going to suggest, for your sake, throw this out and do not use this AC adapter. Obviously been repaired. It obviously has quite a bit of this. I'm going to recommend that you not use this. It's replaceable. It's one of the only modular parts of this particular unit, this particular console, and I don't know what the voltage is, but if you take this off, you can probably find it. It may be in this paperwork. I would, again, highly recommend that you use a different one than this. In fact, I recommend not use that at all. Now let's look at the console itself. Great thing about this was it was a computer, though limited. They all were limited back then. There wasn't a whole lot of computational devices for at-home use in 1978. It was limited in its scope and usually required a cartridge for memory purposes to actually do any computing. But you could do so much with this. Rather than just the Atari games where you had joystick and a button, you could also put over those overlays, and that made for a ton of other features, as you see right here. So things could move around. I would love to see. It's amazing that all these years later we haven't done a lot of that today, now that we've got pads and stuff. I suppose the Switch, because it has this going along with the console, is similar, but not quite the same. The only mechanical button on this is the power button. You see, does actually toggle, but these are all... I'd like a little click on them, but that's what allows for you to put over the console, or those sheets, which is really cool. Kind of reminds me of the old Vectrex. Customize each game by just putting a thing over the screen. And then finally, I'll show you the back of it. For those of you who care, you can see real wear, no real issues. So different than later versions where you would plug right in. These have these hardwired. The other ones you would plug directly in there. That was added, I guess, later. We'll show you both sides. So all around, whoop. Plus I destroy it right here. All around a pretty cool piece. We may end up wrapping it in bubble wrap inside of the packaging, if you don't mind, just to keep it safe there. And then we will do the same with the box before we ship that out to you. There it is, folks, the Odyssey 2 from Magnavox, 1978, 43 years of gaming goodness.